Jeopardy! Host Ken Jennings has made a questionable gameplay comment on Monday's episode. The host suggested promising two-day champion Alex Gordon bet big on a late daily double that wound up costing him his winning streak. Alex is a Summers, New York, medical student who returned with an impressive total of $41,500 and 2 runaway wins. As a result, many Jeopardy! Fans thought he could be the next unstoppable champ. He faced James Tyler, a senior editor and cancer survivor from Blandon, Pennsylvania, and Dillery Johnston, a pottery teacher from Maplewood, New Jersey. Alex earlier revealed he skipped his med school graduation to compete, which Ken, 49, was aware of. Alex picked up over half of the correct responses in the first round and was faring quite well under the double Jeopardy category Stitch Incoming, which involved different medical clues. The 74-time champ had joked, "Well done, doctor," as Alex was making his way through the category, and Alex nervously laughed. "How confident are you?" He found the remaining daily double under the $1,200 clue in Stick Incoming with 5 clues left. He had $15,000 to James' $12,200 and Diandra's $10,400. When the screen displayed that he had found the daily double, Ken urged, "How confident are you in a medical category, Alex?" Alex took a moment and then decided to put a sizable $12,000 on the line. "Wow!" Ken then remarked. "Okay, well, we know you graduated. Let's see if it pays off," he added. The daily double read, Joba Chamberlain used the scar from below the elbow surgery named for his fellow pitcher as part of a smiley face tattoo. Alex shrugged and incorrectly guessed, "Who is Joe DiMaggio?" "Ah no," Ken somberly ruled. "That's called Tommy John surgery." Tommy John. Tommy John surgery, more formally known as ulnar collateral ligament, UCL, reconstruction, is used to repair a torn ulnar collateral ligament inside the elbow and is popular with athletes. Alex sunk from first to third place and was left with $3,000. He looked deflated and said, "All right, to pick the next clue." James had $14,200 in Final Jeopardy, Dillery $10,400, and Alex remained at $3,000. Final Jeopardy under art history read, "At the 1865 Paris Art Salon, the elder of these two men said if the younger were successful, it would be because his name sounds like mine." Frustratingly, only Alex was correct with Monet and Manet, but he did not have enough earnings to be in the contest. Despite being incorrect with Monet, James won instead with $8,600. Jeopardy! Fans debate botched daily double. Many fans felt Alex would have bet less and remained the champion had Ken not said anything, but others were shocked he didn't get it. One Reddit user wrote, "Normally, I enjoy Ken's interactions with contestants during gameplay. But that was wrong of him to goad Alex into an unnecessarily large wager on a daily double that was basically a sports clue." Another argued, yes, Alex was a two-time defending champ who knew such a wager could cost him the lead with only 5 clues remaining. He has no one but himself to blame. But, I just don't think Ken should influence games with side comments relating to contestants' areas of expertise. A third wrote, "What really surprised me is after Alex made the big bet, Ken goes wow, as if he had no idea his comments might influence the size of Alex's wager." And a fourth agreed, "I like Ken a lot, but that was a little dicey. Let the players assess it on their own." A fifth wrote, "I feel terrible for Alex Gordon. He obviously would have won if he hadn't wagered so aggressively on that daily double. But I can see why he did, as it was a medical-related category, and he wanted to put the game away. Gotta be painful though." Others argued if the clue fit the category, and someone wrote, "That was a very poorly done medical daily double. I have never been taught of a Tommy John before. I hope Alex gets invited back for the second chance tournament." To which yet another fan wrote, "It was as much a baseball question as it was a medical question. I went to medical school as well, and I have never been taught a Tommy John." Someone else on Twitter wrote, "Holy smokes. Contestant Alex on Jeopardy who graduated from med school did not know Tommy John surgery. Sports always gets these contestants." The doc will forever know Tommy John surgery. Wrote one more. I can't believe he didn't know that daily double. Can you not? Mayim Bialik, 47, and winningest contestant Ken were chosen as the co-successors to the late Alex Trebek in 2022 after his tragic passing at age 80. Ken is hosting episodes airing from July 3 until July 28, at which point Jeopardy will take its summer hiatus. Mayim exited her most recent hosting slate early this season to support the WGA writers' strike, which Ken is not in solidarity with. Ken has been called out for editorializing to an inappropriate extent before. Earlier this season, fans were bothered by Ken's rude habit of knocking a champion for not finding daily doubles. He also got flack for giving a 4-day champ a hint about a clue by saying the correct response involved the player's favorite writer. In a recent episode of Jeopardy, a light-hearted exchange between host Ken Jennings and contestant Alex Gordon sparked controversy, leading some fans to accuse Jennings of making an inappropriate comment that allegedly affected the game's outcome. The incident occurred during Final Jeopardy, where the reigning champ, Alex Gordon, was poised to extend his impressive streak. Gordon, a history professor with a sharp wit and a steady performance throughout his run, had already won 3 consecutive games, earning admiration for his knowledge and quick responses. His competitors that day were not far behind, but many viewers expected Alex to claim another victory. As usual, Ken Jennings, who took over hosting duties from the late Alex Trebek, was his charming and charismatic self, bantering with the contestants throughout the game. But during this particular episode, his banter took an unexpected turn, leaving some fans stunned. After the Double Jeopardy round ended, the Final Jeopardy category was revealed as U.S. presidents. Alex, who specialized in American history, was visibly excited, even making a comment to Jennings about his confidence. "Looks like I've got this one in the bag," Alex had joked, a grin spreading across his face. Jennings, ever the quick-witted host, responded with what many thought was a harmless quip, "I wouldn't get too cocky, Alex. You know how tricky these questions can be." At first glance, it seemed like a typical moment of host-contestant banter, something that Jeopardy fans had become accustomed to under Jennings' style. But as the game progressed, and the final clue was read, some viewers believed the comment had a deeper effect on the game's outcome than anyone initially realized. The Final Jeopardy clue asked contestants to name the U.S. president who signed a significant piece of legislation related to civil rights. With Alex's background in history, it seemed like a straightforward question for him. He scribbled his answer quickly, seemingly confident.